Hi, this is Nikki, and I'm here to share messages that I get from Spirit for all of us who are all on this journey to love and to reunite with our divine vibrational matches in this lifetime. And this is the second message for today because so the reason why I'm doing two messages today is because this morning when I shared the mantra, this little notelet fell out of my mantra book, which is a quote that I wrote down years ago. And it is by J.M. Storm, and it is, I cannot remember exactly the first time your soul whispered to mine, but I know you woke it, and it has never slept since. So, which I thought was just, again, so perfect to fall out of the book today, because I was like, oh yeah, I remember this was years ago. When I wrote that, and I just, so having it come back today again was just so amazing, because of course if these connections are all about waking you up to your soul and waking you up to your soul path and waking you up, and it's way much more than a physical relationship. It's a relationship with you and your mind, soul, body and spirit. Your mind, soul, body and spirit. And so I cannot remember exactly the first time your soul whispered to mine, but I know you woke it, and it has never slept since. Which again is so true, right? Once you've woken up to your twin connection, or once you've met your twin, there's no, you can't turn it off. That's the thing. And that's part of the reason why it's different to any other connection that you've had, because it's not like there's no such thing as normal, but it's not like a normal connection with somebody. It's just way beyond, it's way beyond. So with that, I am going to share a Wisdom of Love oracle, because again, we are all working on our inner wisdom. And our inner wisdom leads us back to our heart space, and being centered and grounding and being in that present moment, and all of the learning that, mastery of our own energy, which is what we're here to do. And trying to do that as best we can as we go through this life. And the message is breathe. Oh no, it's imagine. Okay. Right, so that's pretty special. And this one, and look, the one that's pointing out is round and round, and the bottom of the deck is deep knowing. So there is a deep knowing in your heart. That's why this connection keeps coming round and round and round. But every time it comes round, you're going higher and higher and higher in your vibration. And Imagine is the first song that I ever put out on this channel. And it was the first song that I was guided to share. And Imagine is by John Lennon, and the lyrics of the song is, imagine a world where we can all be as one. And imagine the world where we essentially are all living from our heart. So that is so cool, because it feels like we have gone another circle. We've gone round full circle again, but this time we're rising higher. So that is so brilliant. So look, there's a deep knowing, and the reason why there's a deep knowing in your heart is because you have the owl for wisdom. 43 is 7. 7 is the number of the soul. There's a deep knowing because this connection keeps it. Look at that, 25, 2 and 5, 7. 7 is the number of the soul again. There's a deep knowing in your heart because your connection keeps coming round and round and round. But each time it happens, it gets higher and higher and higher. And then Imagine is number 20, which is 2, which is union. So very special messages. So I'm going to share the deep knowing card, which is number 43, which is 7. So the message is, there are occasions when you just know deep in your heart and soul that a person is going to play a meaningful role in your life. Someone crosses your path, and suddenly, out of the blue, you're connected at a level impossible to describe. That feeling marks a moment in time etched indelibly onto your soul. Someone has entered your life who will be instrumental in your journey. So pay attention. Two hearts are calling to each other to begin an alchemical process. This is also a sign that your intuition about the person you care about is correct. Trust your heart to lead you now, because magic is about to happen. Look at that. Just as I say that, Bowie is like thoroughly enjoying himself rolling around. So, the round and round card, which is 25. Let's just see what message it wants to bring. I can't believe that the Imagine card came up as well. If you just go, look, you probably know the words to the song, but if you always like go back and listen to them again, and it is just like, yeah, it's so true about everything that we're doing. You know, we're moving forward into a vibration which is open-hearted, and you know, that's an amazing thing. So, are you wondering, how did I get here again? Does something feel familiar right now in your dynamics with others, and maybe a little too familiar? Don't be surprised that you found yourself repeating an old story with the same sort of person who may not look similar, but who attracted you because of your easy acquaintance with his or her qualities. Your relationship is a mix of what is good and what is potentially challenging. You have been drawn to this person through the perfection of Spirit's plan for your evolution. You may have circled back to an accustomed spot, a familiar place, but that's fine, as you get to do things again, only different this time. For you learned something of great value since the last time around. How will you choose to behave now that you're more aware? Remain curious and stay out of the blame game. So we go round and round and round and round in circles. And each time the situation comes around again, and you'll notice if you haven't learnt lessons, then similar situations will keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. And so you're like, oh yeah, I recognize this. Well, how did I deal with this last time? Do I need to deal with it differently? And the answer is, if it keeps coming round, then yes, you haven't learnt the lesson. But that is the whole thing about the deep knowing. It's like when you know at a soul level, it's so powerful, right? And that's the thing to remember. Deep in your intuition is correct. So trust in your intuition, no matter how widely crazy that seems. And the last one is Imagine. So I love it. I'm going to go and listen to Imagine now. But the message of the Imagine card is this. And it is, in matters of the heart, it's easy to daydream about another as a means of connecting to that person. And whilst that's romantic, if you want this relationship to be real, you need to go for it, not just dream about it. Now is the time to move beyond the daydream and into reality, beyond illusion and into fruition. Relationships are about relating, so step out onto the dance floor where imagination partners with manifestation. The message of this card is that a person with attributes you have imagined will enter your life, and you'll be changed for the better. Imagine that. Wow. There we go. So, and this brings us back very nicely all the way back to, I cannot remember exactly the first time your soul whispered to mine, but I know you woke it, and it has never slept since. Oh, wow, there you go. The deep knowing. There's a deep knowing in your heart. There's a deep knowing in your soul. And that is the reason why. So if you would like to have a healing, a reading, a channeling, then please do. All of my details are in the description box. If you want to get my the channeled letter books, or the mantras where you lift and shift, basically mantras, super strong way of lifting and shifting your vibration, and will help you get more and more messages from your twins to help you stay on track and to increase your intuition. And really, that's your friend. Your intuition is your most important tool in these connections. So the more that you can work on empowering your intuition and strengthening your own connection with your soul, basically, That's everything that we are here to do. So I really hope that helps. And also, I would love to ask a friend of the channel. She has just messaged me to say that she's in hospital with COVID, and that she's got pneumonia and got COVID. So just want to send out, if we could all send collective healing energy and love, and then that would be wonderful. So yes, if we could do that, that would be great. I'm just trying to think whether I could give her a name. Let's just call her H. So if you could send out her healing and love to H, and ask for a speedy recovery from her pneumonia and her COVID, that would be wonderful. Thank you. So there you go. That's the second message for today. I really hope that helps. A beautiful message just to say, imagine the world where we will become as one. All right. Take care, everyone. Stay well, stay bright, and stay switched on to the light. See ya. Bye.